All right, so if I type in internet, if I can type shaded cubes, you see the cast shadowing on every single cube. And can you see the shape of the cast shadow? It's really up to you. Um, this one is just kind of round and it fades out. This one's pretty sharp and it kind of goes and wraps around the other side. This one's really nice. It gets darker as it gets closer to the edge of the cube, and then it gets lighter as it gets further away from the cube, which actually makes sense. Um, Thank you. Yep. Thank you. All right. So this one as well, it gets darker as it gets closer to the edge of the cube and fades out. All of them really do actually do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that in Photoshop with the polygonal lasso tool and a soft brush with a dark, cool color. Polygonal lasso tool is for drawing also a soft eraser. It's a lot of information. All right. L is the hotkey for the lasso tools. L, as in lemon. It's right up here underneath the move tool. Remember that the polygonal lasso tool is in the middle. And I'm going to zoom into that edge and draw out, since this is the dark side of the vacations cube, I am going to open up that cube, click here, very extremely important, make a blank layer and title it Cast Shadow. Or just shadow. It's up to you. As long as you know, put it in the group on a blank layer. Don't just add add it to a layer randomly somewhere in the layers palette. You'll get lost. So I'm going to click, 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 and I'm actually going to let this wrap around. Zoom in, click, and go back to where I started. Click. Now I have the selection area that I can paint in the shadow. All right, once again, B for the brush tool. Now, follow my cursor. Opacity is at 9% because you want to paint softly. If you paint at 100%, it's going to come out 100% thick and you won't be able to shade. So you want to do it softly. Set your opacity somewhere between 5 and 15. I like 9 because I'm OCD. That's one of my favorite numbers. It's like a good luck number. Set the color to a dark, cool color. So click the color box. Remember, anything too close to this side, it contains black. We want to avoid that. You're going to get into the blues here, and you're going to come down, 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 down to about right here. Press OK. The left bracket key makes your brush smaller. The right bracket key makes it bigger. And if you come up to the drop down, it's the first brush. You can't miss it. Soft round. So here we go. These are just clicks. I'm not making too many clicks out here because I want it to fade out. All right, I'm leaving it kind of faded out here. I might have to do some eraser work to fade it out more. That's fine. So that's good there. And now I'm actually going to hit the lasso tool again and carry that just a little bit up this side of the cube. because the shadow gets darker as it gets closer to the side of the cube. And just like that, I think I'm finished with that. Command D, deselect. I don't like that sharp line right here. I don't like that sharp line right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press E for the eraser tool. That's E. Right click, make sure you're on the eraser tool. And again, you're going to use an opacity of like between 5 and 15 and a soft round brush. I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm just going to drag and click along that edge, and you're going to see that sharp line disappear. Good. Doesn't take much. Good. You can have a bit of a line, but you don't want it to be like scissor sharp. All right, go to B. I'm just going to clean up in here a little bit, and now I'm going to zoom out. Okay. I think it's a little dark, so I'm going to take the opacity down. It's too dark. So the opacity of the entire layer. And I'm also going to try this. I'm going to use a blending mode. Remember these for that 20 layers assignment we did? These things. So click that. I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm just going to arrow up and see if I like anything. That's no good. Chances are I can find something I like. You don't have to use blending mode. I'm only using it because I don't really like the way my shadow looks. It's not too bad. Sorry, this was an unexpected part of this demonstration. I usually don't need to use blending mode, but I don't know if it's the leaves I chose for my. I'm going to use this one's darker color, and I'm going to take the opacity down as well a little bit more. And I would probably work on it just a little bit more too. But for now, that's good enough. So some things to remember: blank layer inside of the group. Don't just make some layer somewhere. Make sure it's in the group. My group is called Vacations. You can see this is here at the top. And that is the cast shadow demonstration.